Hey guys, how's it going? It's Nashi, the Conservative Gamer. We are back again. We are farming ourselves some fire clusters because, sometimes the price jumps up so high, it's absurd to buy them. So, this is one of the areas to get fire clusters. It is right outside of Ildishire. We are at 2624, basically. And what you want to do for the fire cluster specifically, you want to make sure your collectibles on, and then just use all the GP you can in doing single mind and methodical appraisal. And you want to shoot for around 3 or 4 Aether reduction level. Now, if you're new to Aether reducing, I will definitely show you what that is here momentarily. But while you're farming the collectible materials, to make an ephemeral node respawn again, because they last for 4 hours in game time. So in Eorzean time it lasts for 4 hours. All you have to do is click on 3 other mineral deposits around whichever ephemeral node it is. For instance, since we're at this one, clicked on 3, we're back at it again. This time we don't have any GP to spend on it, unfortunately. But that's okay. Our cooldown for our cordial is up, and it's good to spend a few cordials doing this every block of time here. There we go. Now we have 2. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what aetherial reduction is and how it works generally for things like fire clusters. And I will show you in the future, in the near future, some videos on how to farm with aetherial reduction for Gil. There are a few things you can farm for Gil, and I'll show you those next. Okay, so we have a couple here, and I'll be able to show you. So in our inventory, we have the collectible items here, the Radiant Fire Amoranes. Now, when you right-click on them, when they're collectible, they have an aetherial reduction selector, and just select it. And as you can see, anywhere between 3 and 4 is optimal. I don't have all my stuff perfectly melded yet, so I'm still rocking the 3. But you get about 10 clusters and about 20 crystals per. Now, you can do this for every single version of crystals, whether they're water, ice, wind, earth. If they start getting expensive on the market board, this is how you farm your own. Now, back in the day, this used to be one of my primary Gil ways of making Gil, on top of melding, crafting, and gathering materia as well, is because they nerfed the heck out of it more recently, probably because the release of all the new gathering gear, the highest tier gathering gear here, this Yamashi gear, they probably nerfed it into the ground because people were just the abundance of crystals, because these used to give you close to like 30-40 clusters per one of those, getting it between 3 and 4. It was insane, and you made so much. But you can get a couple hundred clusters easily with, 10-20 minutes. If you are able to farm other things to sell to buy the crystals, because obviously buying all the clusters, the crystals, and the shards, it's easier to buy them or send your retainers out, a couple of your retainers out for gathering some of the shards and crystals. But the clusters, really, if they start getting expensive, which it really just depends on your server. On my server right now, there are very little clusters that aren't in like stacks of thousands that are under 450 in the fire clusters, which to me is extremely expensive for clusters. And if you really think about it, if they are 450 per cluster, every time I reduce one of these, I'm getting, 5,000, 6,000 gil between the clusters and the crystals. And these kind of things sell really fast on the market board, especially if they're properly priced, because crafters definitely don't like gathering their own stuff. So definitely, if you want to self-farm everything, or if you just need them, you'll need them down the road and you want to just farm some stuff, Boom. This is what you do. Aethyl reduction with fire crystals. I just wanted to show you guys here as well, even though it's not the correct time in the Eorzea day, but around these mining nodes as well, close to, where are we at? 17x28y. It's right here in the Dravanian Forelands, right south of the Annex Trine. Basically, this is another one of the spots for the ephemeral nodes. Now, I will leave a link down in the comments below to a website that I use for just a quick reference. And also, what I want to show you guys is one of the greatest things that I found for gaining scripts, anything farming related with the timed nodes, and it is the Final Fantasy 14 clock.com. Now, they also have an app for your phone. They have an app on the phone that also gives you the alerts when you select them. This is a great tool if you're looking to farm ephemeral nodes. You can go down here. You know that we want the rich fire moraine or the and as you can see here, they have the ephemeral nodes listed down below here. Now, if you want to know which ones you need to look up, you'll click the link down below in the site. It's just a FFI. It's basically a Final Fantasy XIV console games wiki. They have the botany and mining down below with what you can get from these things. But what you need to know is that for these things, you want the highest level item out of there to make it the best. So, for instance, if you want the fire clusters from, say, this area, what you'll be looking for is the radiant fire moraine. I'm pretty sure it's like moraine. I'm not 100% sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's okay. So you want the radiant fire moraine, and you want to use that and make sure you're gathering collectible. And it's super easy. Just use the single mind ability if you have enough GP, and just keep rotating, and always use as many single minds as you can. Don't forget to use your cordials or high cordials if you want to go that far. I just use regular cordials. It's then I just use methodical appraisal. I will leave both these amazing resource links in the links below, or in the description below. You guys have a good one. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to drop a like down below. Keep a comment. Tell me down below in the comments what you want farmed, if you need any help farming stuff. Thanks so much for watching again, guys. It's me, Nashi, the Conservative Gamer. Peace.